Hello everyone, my name is Javin and this is my YouTube channel. I need one of those little office chairs so I can do a dramatic turn at the beginning of the videos, but I only have this crappy folding chair to sit in. Maybe one day if I make it big on YouTube, I can afford a nice office chair. So what's going on today? This is my very first installment of Friday News, talking about what's been going on in gaming for Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, Pokemon, whatever. I'm going to be talking about whatever I feel like talking about that has gone on in the last week. So, like every other person says, let's get right into it. Right off the bat this week, the Spyro Reignited trilogy was announced and is set to be released this fall. And the release is set for September 21st for the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. No news on a Nintendo Switch port. So, it looks like this release is going to be handled similarly to the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy release, except this time with your boy Spyro. The main difference between these new Spyro releases and the original will be the graphics. They will look nice and pretty on your PS4 or Xbox One. The original Spyro games, I don't think they've aged too well, not too pretty. And what do I think about this announcement with Spyro? Well, I'm kind of about it. You know, I was never the biggest Spyro fan. I mean, this announcement makes a lot of sense. Those games didn't age very well, and this will kind of give them a refresh, a reboot, if you will, for a lot of new gamers out there. But for me personally, I didn't think their games were the best. I thought there were better 3D platformers out there, more unique 3D platformers out there. Spyro, to me, always just felt very average. But, you know, that's just my opinion, to be honest. And other people out there love Spyro, so, you know, I'll more power to them. And one of the stupidest things I've heard to come out of this whole announcement with the Spyro thing is that people are actually upset that it's going to be coming out on the Xbox and PlayStation at the same time. It's not going to be exclusive to the PlayStation for a while like the Crash Bandicoot series was. And that's just stupid. I mean, come on. I mean, I know originally Spyro was kind of like a PlayStation mascot and everything, but at this point, he's no longer that original mascot. He's been on other systems that are not the PlayStation, so it's just stupid. Exclusivity is stupid. It sucks for the consumer, so don't encourage it, please. The next big announcement in gaming in this last week was the Spider-Man game coming out for the PS4 got an official release date announced, and that is for September 7th of this year. It's also been discussed that Mary Jane will actually be a playable character in this game, which interesting choice. I don't know how they'll pull that off, but I will be interested to see because this is a game that I will be very interested to pick up. And the last Spider-Man game that I really played was Spider-Man 2, a classic, as many of you may know. I mean, honestly, I spent so many hours on Spider-Man 2. I think that is one of the greatest superhero games. They got the web-slinging, perfect swing around New York City, climbing up the buildings. If they could just even get that experience right in this game, then it will be incredible. So I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait to see what they come out with. So September 7th, mark that date if you have a PlayStation 4. If you don't, then you're out of luck, which is why I hate console exclusivity. I wish this was coming out on more platforms so more people could experience it, but that's not what's happening. In other gaming news, for gaming accessories, the original Xbox gaming controller mini referred to as the Duke is being re-released by Hyperkin. It's going to be going on sale for $70. You can pre-order it right now from GameStop, and it will be releasing later this month, I believe. Honestly, for me, other than being an interesting display piece, I don't think that a lot of people are actually going to be picking this one up to play with. Most people do not fondly remember the original Xbox controller. It was pretty quickly replaced by the S version of the controller, which was much smaller because this thing was huge. And this is a product I do not see myself picking up for $70. The original Xbox controller, for me included, is not fondly remembered for its ergonomics or design. It is a beast of a controller. It is huge. It does not fit in your hands well, especially compared to other very ergonomic and comfortable designs like the current Xbox One controllers. The only reason I see most people picking this up is a display piece. It does have the cool little screen in the center of the controller that will play the original Xbox's startup animation. But other than using it as a display piece, I don't think many people will be picking this up as an actual viable, usable controller because most people hate this. Most people have this on their worst controller lists of all time. So we'll see how it does. But yeah, if you really do want to pre-order that, if you're looking forward to this controller, it will be available here for $70. Also, briefly, for you Nintendo Switch owners out there, I wanted to mention that there are reports and articles out that there are numerous third-party docks that could end up bricking your system. I believe after a recent firmware update for the Switch, if you use some of these different third-party docks that are unlicensed, you could end up destroying your Switch. It could be no longer usable. It could become bricked. So you need to be careful out there if you are someone who has been using these third-party docks and chargers for your Switch. So for me, and what I would suggest to other Switch owners out there, is just stick to the first-party docks and chargers for now. That is a little bit unfortunate because if you need multiples of them, they can be quite pricey to pick up from Nintendo. But I don't think it's worth risking destroying your Switch for. I'm sure eventually these third-party companies making these other docks and chargers will be able to figure out what's going on and put out some safe docks and chargers for the Nintendo Switch, but may have to wait a little bit while before you can be sure that what you are plugging into your Switch won't kill it. And last thing I wanted to talk about real quick here, last little news topic of the week, is this image that a Twitter user posted on their Twitter account and ended up getting them flagged. The Twitter account for posting that image of the Princess Peach costume was flagged for containing inappropriate content. And when this user decided to do a little bit of investigating and created a few other accounts, as soon as they posted that image on other accounts, their account was instantly flagged as containing inappropriate content on Twitter. And the reason why I wanted to bring this topic up is because this situation can be very scary for creators that are out there, whether you be on Twitter, YouTube, some other form of social media. Having different bots and algorithms out there that determine what's inappropriate and what's not can actually be quite a big problem, especially in situations like that, where if you look at it, any human with eyes can tell that this picture is not something that should be inappropriate. But whatever algorithm they have in place has determined that this picture could be inappropriate, therefore without any human intervention, the account associated with posting this picture is therefore being flagged as posting inappropriate content. I mean, even my channel in a smaller fashion has gone through issues and having to do with the YouTube monetization policies. If I post certain words in the titles of my videos, demonetized just based on whatever words you post in the titles, and that can be very frustrating. You have to be very careful, and sometimes you have no clue that a word you're using could be something that the algorithm is deciding is something that would be demonetized, that advertisers wouldn't find suitable. So this whole situation with having algorithms and different bots decide what is inappropriate and what is not can be very frustrating and scary for creators that are out there. And don't forget, everyone, this is my first week of doing this new different news type format, but I'm still going to be doing giveaways with different Pokemon cards and different gaming items maybe coming in the future at the end of these videos. So for this week, I'm going to be giving a Darkrai Prism Star card away, a Salazzle GX, a Golisopod GX. All these cards are going to be going to one winner. So I'm changing it up a little bit to enter to win these cards. I'm going to make it very simple. All you need to do is within 1 week of posting of this video, just leave a comment down in the comment section below telling me what upcoming game you are most looking forward to in the next year. And I'm also changing up the way I'm announcing the winners. Instead of doing it on my channel here, I'm just going to be sending out a private message to whoever the winner is of these cards. So I already sent out the private message to the winner of last week's card. So if you received a message, you're the winner. If you didn't receive the message, then you're not the winner. All right, so also do shoutouts every Friday on my channel. If you would like a shoutout, all you need to do is be subscribed to my channel and just leave a comment letting me know that you would be interested in a shoutout next Friday. Here we go. Shoutouts. We got Jim Bob 07, Panda Squad, Dorian, hashtag Ryashu, Litton Plays, Josh the Pug, TCG, Pokebros Gaming, Jack is back, Savage Pudges Dab, Bingley, Evans Rockstars, Pokelife, Gumball Boy, Silver Leafeon's Pokemon Blogs, William Smalley, Pokemon Card Master, and a lot of dirt over here. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first installment of my Friday news, whatever I'm doing here on the channel. If you did enjoy it, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you have any constructive criticism or comments that I could use to make the show better, please let me know as well. I would love to hear them.